Dina and Armin had been married for 7 years. They were not a poor family. Armin's salary always arrived on time every month, and Dina also ran a small home-based business. Yet, strangely enough, at the end of every month, they always complained about the same thing. "Where did our money go?" asked Dina, looking at her nearly depleted account balance. Armin simply shrugged. They often blamed their circumstances. The prices of essentials were rising, bills were piling up, and school costs were increasing. But one day, Dina decided to track all their expenses for a full month. When the list was finished, they were surprised. It wasn't the school fees that were the biggest expense, not the electricity bill, not the loan installments. Rather, it was the small habits deemed trivial. Morning coffee, online shopping because of discounts, eating out when too lazy to cook, subscriptions to apps no longer in use. Those small expenses seemed harmless. Yet, when added up, they amounted to more than their monthly savings. Armin fell silent. "I always thought our problem was a lack of income," he said. Dina smiled. "Maybe it's not that we don't have enough money, but that we don't know where it's going." From then on, they established a simple rule. Whenever they received income, 10% went to savings, 10% went to an emergency fund. The rest was for needs and wants. They also started discussing purchases of significant value beforehand. At first, it was difficult. Sometimes Dina was tempted by massive sales. Sometimes Armand wanted to buy things they didn't actually need yet, but they reminded each other. A year passed. They didn't get rich overnight. They didn't win the lottery. They didn't receive an inheritance. Yet for the first time, they had an adequate emergency fund, savings for their children's education, and most importantly, they no longer argued about money. One evening, Dina opened their old financial ledger. She smiled as she looked at the pages filled with figures. "That used to give her a headache," Armin asked. "Why are you smiling to yourself?" Dina replied. "We used to think happiness came from having a lot of money. Now I realize that happiness comes when we manage our money wisely." Armand nodded. For it turns out that in a household, the biggest problem isn't a low income. Rather, it is when money is spent without direction, and money with a clear purpose. No matter how small the amount can bring peace of mind to the entire family. Moral of the story. Healthy household finances do not begin with a large income, but rather with the habit of managing money with discipline, honesty, and a sense of responsibility.